Oh,
Hello, sister. We are back for another amazing podcast.
we're back
We're
from our
here.
vacation.
It has been such a long time since we have had time to sit down and record podcasts for everyone. It's very exciting.
Because we are so busy with our busy lives.
Mhm.
So many things to do.
So little time.
Exactly. You think it's easy to be Natasha and Svetlana? You think you wake up and you look like us?
No, I
Mm-mm.
don't.
I don't either.
Yeah, we don't even look like Natasha and Svetlana.
No, not at this moment.
No, not at all. But today we will be talking about something that is very important to Natasha and Svetlana. And that is how to be
Sexy.
Oh!
Oh.
So, sister, what is it like for you in your mind to be sexy?
Okay, so right now I'm sipping my peppermint tea
Mm-hmm.
and I feel sexy.
Why?
Why?
Yes,
Is that
why?
a question? Look at me. Okay, I tell you why. Because this morning I wake up at 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I meditate for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I put myself on this right mindset where I'm like connected to my higher self.
Yes.
Then I go to gym in the afternoon before I pick you up from your strip club
Yes.
or wherever you were working. I don't even want to know. So my body and mind are on the level. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You're present.
Yes.
So would you say that being present in the moment makes you feel sexy?
That
Or
and
the preparation maybe?
the preparation. When I know that I haven't, slept in until noon, I wake up, I'm all, my eyes are with circles
Puffy.
and
Yeah.
puffy,
Yeah.
yes. And then I don't eat, what usual normal American eat.
Sausage McMuffin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh!
disgusting.
Oh!
So, okay, to digress a little more, or not digress, to dive in more. So you would say that preparation makes you feel sexy.
Absolutely. I think it's all about, when it comes to sexy, it's also about being open-minded and connected to your sexuality. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I like to put finger up a man's ass. And if I admit that I like to do, stop it. I have to admit and I have to be okay with it. I put one finger, I put two finger, but I have to, in my inner world, I have to be okay with the fact that I like to do that.
Okay.
And that makes me confident because I'm like, this is who I am, this is what I like. You take it or leave it.
Very
You
true.
know?
And see, with Svetlana's point about being sexy, it is very much so about kind of, let's turn our phone. Oh, sorry. It is very much about showing up as the person, showing up and feeling sexy in my own skin. If I wake up, good time, around 6 o'clock, maybe 7, I scrub my face in the morning.
What do you scrub it with?
Right now I use sugar and honey with a little bit of lemon. It's 2 steps, but it makes Svetlana's skin beautiful. I use it on body too.
Tell more. Sugar, honey, and lemon?
Yeah, it's very easy.
You just mix it and
You-
put it on face?
Well, first what you do is you take the honey and you press it in all over your face. And
So
and
honey first.
honey
yeah.
first is that, and then you do the sugar, and then you press sugar into honey and rub softly. Then you take lemon half and you go all over on top of skin. So preparation for me is sexy too.
Yes.
But it really is about the energy that I have when I am exactly, you know what I'm trying to
Oh,
say,
I know what
sister.
you're trying to
It's
say.
the energy I come with. I show up like I already know I'm sexy. I already put myself in that light. If I want to be a bitch,
Which you are?
yes, flawlessly, I think about the energy that I am going to give out when I am being a bitch. So, for me, sexy and what it means to be sexy is to have that energy. We talked about previously how certain men might not be the most physically attractive, but they take care of themselves, they prepare.
They have that energy.
The
that
energy that I invest in myself. I care about myself.
Yes,
That is
but they
sexy.
also have this almost animalistic energy. You know what I'm talking about? They're not very handsome, but they have this...
Yes, this
Right?
man, sexy man. Or it could be sexy woman, but it is energy. And I think when you invest in yourself and you take care of yourself, sisters, like we do, it comes out naturally. So I think sexiness is something that takes a little preparation, but for me personally,
A little preparation. I would say lot
it
preparation.
takes 4 hours for Svetlana to feel sexy, fine. But
Okay.
the point is she gets there through her energy.
Okay, but then, right. We understand that not all women who listen to this podcast are in the right, not in the right, but in the place that we're at right now. Some women need confidence and then don't have confidence and then don't feel sexy for whatever reason, right?
Yes.
So how do we help them?
Us talking about how we get ready. It's all individual, yes. But for us, if you're listening to us, for us it is about preparation and being in that mindset, but not the fake it until you make it kind of thing.
No.
Svetlana does not believe in that. You show up and you want to feel sexy, you will make it happen.
Right, but
And like we said, if working out, not waking up late, eating right, going to gym, getting nails done, if that makes you feel sexy, hey,
do you know what
it,
I'm thinking right now?
What is
All
it?
those things, yes, of course, but I am thinking about sex right now, and not the way I usually think about it.
All about horny.
Yeah, no, not that way, but a different way. So, because I discovered for myself, how we come from a conservative country,
Yes.
and we think that because we saw all these Hollywood movies that Americans are very open when it comes to sex.
And especially the way women are portrayed, they should always be willing and ready to have a man,
right.
But
you know what it is? I don't think they're open at all. They don't really have open mind, because remember our trip to Paris when we were 16? How French people are open, and then French women don't wear bra.
They don't shave our pits.
Yeah, their nipples stuck out, and they're okay with that. And a lot of our foreign friends that come from Europe, even Eastern Europe up there, around Latvia and Estonia, those people are very, very open-minded because they had the sexual revolution. And what happened was that, they are just very open when it comes to sex.
And maybe Americans aren't openly open about it, but subconsciously we infiltrate. Well, for me, think of it like this. One thing that I have learned about being in the United States is that a lot of it is an idea. A lot of what we thought coming over here was an idea.
Oh, sister.
So, we might be portraying an image of sex, but I don't think that it is really understood or coming from a place of power, maybe, or something along those lines. You're right, there's not as much freedom, and I think you know, where we come from, it's a lot older. We have gone through, different things, especially our country. It's a lot older than the United States,
it is,
you know.
it is,
So our way of thinking and our sexual availability, if you will, our sexy energy, I think might be there.
That's
a little bit more. And I think, like I was saying, with the US, they put this image of sexy. But is it really sexy?
Yeah, but
how much of it is real sex, or is it a curated image to entice people to think?
That is a good question, because remember our mama said, oh, Americans are so perverted because she watched Sex and the City, and she thinks that everybody is about sex here, but it's not. People are not very sexual in this country at all.
Especially in Hollywood. They make lots of movies here. And now we have all movements where women want to be taken equally, and it is going against women only being sexy. So now we're starting to see a different kind of sexy, a more real sexy, a more female empowered driven sexy.
Oh, I like that.
You know what I mean, sister?
Like
it's not this man's idea of what a sexy woman is. It's actually a woman creating a woman's image.
That's what it is. That makes so much sense. Yes.
So that preparation for us that we take and that we identify with, I think other women are doing it in a different way. But the point is, you are putting yourself in the light of sexy. Because when you do things like that, you are, whether you know the image that you are putting out or not, it is creating an energy around you. You are being sexy. You're not trying any longer. You are there. You are sexy. You are prepared.
Yeah. And I also think that a lot of people in this country and in our country, all around the world, they are afraid to admit their sexual desires. Some of them are closeted. They are afraid of their sexuality. You can't be sexy if you are afraid of who you are. And if you can't admit what you like sexually, there is no way you can be sexy, because Natasha fully admits what she like and what she doesn't like, and I know what I like, and I do what I like, and that's when I feel the sexiest, right?
Yes.
When I just had like a really good sex session, that's when I feel the sexiest. I just walk down the street and I just, move my hips and my nipple poking out, and I feel sexy, because I'm not ashamed of who I am, right?
It's because you're present with yourself. You look at yourself, and maybe that is that preparation we're talking about, because yes, you can be beautiful, you can be gorgeous, but that doesn't make you sexy.
No. Oh, it does not.
Putting yourself in that right mindset of saying, this is what I have to work with, this is what I am now in this present moment, let me push that out. Let me be okay with it and show up as if this is the standard of sexy. When Svetlana goes outside, every day she thinks this is the standard of sexy, but it is my own standard. The point is that being sexy is an energy, and however you go about to get to that energy, as long as you're not hurting anybody, I think you should be fine. But it's really important to show up feeling sexy and to be sexy, sister.
Right.
Because then whatever preparation you did to get you there will keep you there.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's
like another muscle. You have to work it out. It might feel weird. You have to get adjusted. But after a while, it turns on like light. You step outside. You step through your... Oh, and another thing Svetlana has been trying. I read in very, very good article about the 3-word doorway. So right when you go through the doorway of your house, of your kitchen, of your bedroom, whatever, you say 3 things. And Svetlana says that she is genuine, she is rich, and she is charismatic. And that is what I say. And now it's second nature. I go to the drawer and I think genuine, charismatic, rich. And it becomes my sexy energy.
It's about creating habit, right?
Creating habit.
And sometimes when you start creating habit, it feels it doesn't feel right because you're not used to it. Like
Exactly.
some people have habits of coming home and they, sit on the sofa right away.
Turn on
Turn-
TV,
turn on
warm up dinner in microwave,
Yeah.
or bring in fast food.
Yeah, and sprinkle with corn syrup and fluoride and
Yes.
just, calcify their third eye and
Yes.
being dumb and, all those things. But when you're creating different habit, in the beginning, it feels strange. Like you're not, I don't want to, like if you're used to getting up at 10 o'clock in the morning and now you decide getting up at 6. For the first week, you're like, I
I'm
hate
tired.
it. I can't
Yes.
do this.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes 21 days to create a habit, right?
Yeah, I know
it
that.
does. But here's the thing, like, I think I'm a big believer that waking up at early hour is good for you because that's what nature intended.
Sure.
There is sunrise and there's sunset. And people's bodies, they react to light. And when there's no light, when it gets dark, that's when your body wants to rest.
Yes, and regenerate.
Yes. And then when the sun goes up, that's when your body starts to waking up. And you shouldn't be messing with the nature. Yeah. But so it will feel very strange for you for the first week.
And you might not even believe it.
Yeah,
you might
you
sit
don't
there
have-
and
yeah.
think, oh no, this isn't going to work,
Yeah.
this isn't how it happens. But you have to trust the process.
Yeah, I don't think people will necessarily believe what we say because we come across as,
Like we have it all. And
But-
we don't have to work for it, but we do.
we do.
And
We
we-
struggle a lot.
We have struggled. Moments of struggle are very real. Do we
Yeah.
actively live in that? No.
No.
We are lucky in ways. But ultimately, if you focus your energy, honestly, sister, I think all of our podcasts are going to be about energy because it's
all
so
about
important.
energy. Yeah.
If you think of it as putting on a dress or a t-shirt for our men who are listening, if you look at this and you put it on and you say this is sexy, it's almost like putting on superhero outfit. All of a sudden it's like you're Clark Kent and you're wearing Superman outfit underneath a shirt, and it just makes you feel sexy. There's different ways that one can feel sexy, whether, like we said, preparation, whether it's putting ourselves in that mindset, or even just saying, when I put this on, when I wear this, I will be sexy. So I think that is good for us, sister, to talk about, because sexy isn't a place in time. It's not a thing. It is a feeling. It is an energy.
A feeling. Absolutely.
And sexy isn't just the one look. Sexy can be anything, actually.
Yes, I think it's about freedom.
Mm-hmm.
It is about freedom, being free, who you are. And then it comes to your confidence, which is also a very important thing, that people don't have confidence, self-confidence.
And it goes hand in hand with loving yourself. And I think all in all, full circle, speaking of this, it is about loving yourself and accepting yourself and being present with yourself. I think that is where everything starts. That is the soil that can support the seed you're trying to plant.
So I think this is all very nice and beautiful what we talk about, but I want to be very specific right now to give some advice to women or men or anyone in between who struggle with self-confidence and,
Well, it's good that you struggle, because it is something that if you are being pushed to work for it, you're going to appreciate it more.
Exactly.
That's actually a very true statement with anything across the board.
Struggle is good.
Struggle teaches you to hold on to things more.
For some reason, people just expect life to be easy.
Like a river. Everything just
Since
flows
when?
down to you.
And
Never.
why?
never know.
We are here to learn and to grow.
And to be uncomfortable.
Exactly. Remember when you were a teenager and you were growing, you had pain in your legs.
Yes.
Because remember, right?
Yes, physical pain from stretching.
Because you are growing, your bones are growing fast. Because some of our friends, we wouldn't see them during summer, and then we come back to school and they are like, woo!
Super tall,
Yeah.
big buffera.
Huge buffera. Oh,
And I look down and Svetlana no have no buffera.
well,
People...
it hasn't changed. Okay, you have nice buffera.
Thank you, sister.
But I have nicer buffera.
Whatever. So, advice.
Yes.
From each of us.
Yes.
For one word of real advice before we say goodbye to you all.
I don't want to say goodbye.
Well, sister,
I want
we
to
have
talk and talk and talk.
No.
I haven't talked to these people for such a long time.
It does feel like such a long time. So.
Okay, so your advice, like, there are people who don't have confidence, that don't feel beautiful, don't feel sexy. What should they do tomorrow morning when they wake up?
Tomorrow morning when you wake up, don't look at your phone first thing in the morning.
Yes!
Don't look at cell phone. Wake up, stretch your neck to the left, to the right, feel your body, come into focus, stretch a little, and then look in the mirror and say, I am worthy in this moment right now. And if you're worthy to feel sexy, if you're worthy for a job, if you're worthy for a new buffera job, if you're worthy for a new wig, tell yourself that. So I think anyone who's listening to this, tomorrow morning, wake up and look at yourself in the mirror and just say, I am worthy right now. Over and over. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is beautiful.
It's true though. You have to feel worthy.
Yes.
If you don't feel something, how are you going to give your mind and your body permission to express itself like that? People are afraid of sex because they don't teach you how to have sex in the United States. Mm-hmm. They teach you how to love Jesus, but they don't teach you how to have condoms. That's why in Middle America you have all these diseases, because in Bible Belt places they teach abstinence. That's not real. We are sexy sexual creatures by nature, and you are trying to go against your nature. When you put yourself down and you don't give yourself opportunity to be in that energy, you are denying yourself something.
Yes.
So look at yourself and look at all the things you like, look at all the things you don't like, and realize that that is you. And that in this moment right now, in that beautiful morning that you've been given another day to live, put that on your plate and look at yourself and say, I am worthy. I am sexy right now. I don't even need to brush my teeth and I'm still sexy. I mean, please brush your teeth, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So that would be my advice.
Yeah. And my advice would be, I heard today, I was listening to podcast this morning by this man. Should I name him or should I not?
Yes, of course.
Ed Milet. And he said, you can't love yourself if you can't be your true self, or something similar to that. Mm-hmm. Right?
Agreed.
Yeah. He was talking about confidence. And if you're not being real, if you're not being true to yourself, you can't love yourself. So I think just accept who you are. Get in touch with who you are. And when it comes to self-confidence, I think what people don't realize, what is important, it's about promises that you make to yourself.
Very true.
Yeah, you don't have to tell other people. You can, of course, post on Facebook and Instagram. Tomorrow I'm waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then no one is gonna know whether you woke up or not. And if you don't wake up, the only person who will know is yourself.
Exactly.
But that damages your self-confidence because you made a promise to yourself which you didn't keep.
Exactly.
So you can't trust yourself. So how can you love yourself if you can't trust yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So my advice would be, stick to the promises that you make yourself. Show up for yourself.
Yes.
So tomorrow, so this podcast is gonna be published on Monday, like we always do, Monday morning. So tomorrow, Tuesday, you wake up, set your alarm clock. Well, maybe not for 5 a.m.
Maybe let's try 7.
Let's try 7. Yes, you have to make baby steps. You can't just like go from 10 to 5. You're not gonna survive this, okay? So let's just start with half hour a week. You know, like if you're waking up at 8, well, tomorrow wake up at 7:30.
If you wake up at 10, wake up at 9:30.
Exactly. And then go and do something physical. Or go do first meditation, any kind of meditation. There's so many meditations online on YouTube. You can just something that just don't look at your phone, please. For fuck's sake, don't look at your phone. Just be with yourself, because you're always around other people. You're always trying to impress people. You're always trying to be the person that you think people want you to be.
Yeah, I understand.
It's so exhausting.
Especially here in Los Angeles.
yes.
It is so evident that people are
God.
trying to, be something they're not. And
Exactly.
it's a waste of time.
It is, and it's so exhausting, especially like if you're wearing this mask for, if you have a regular job and you go to job and you have to wear a mask and you have to pretend to be someone else. And then even imagine if you have a family and then you have to pretend in front of your family, because you can't be yourself in front of your family. If you have to pretend, you will never feel sexy or confident, because you're not accepting who you are. So for the first half hour when you wake up, just sit with yourself. Go deep within, because all the answers are deep within you. And I know it sounds cheesy, but happiness is within you. And that means that outer world is not gonna make you sexy or confident. Nothing. Like even if you meet the prince, your dream man, he's not gonna make you feel sexy if you're not feeling sexy deep inside. It's just something from the outside is not gonna make you feel.
You can't put something in you to make you feel.
No.
It's not. It's like doing drugs to try to elevate spiritual level.
Or shopping.
To try to cover up. Feelings.
It can work for for years. Actually, it can work, but then you will come to realize that it's not the cure for what's deep inside you. So sit with your thoughts. Find the inner peace and accept yourself for who you are, and then do something physical. You don't have to lift 100 pounds right away.
Go for 3-mile jog.
Right. I mean, we live in Los Angeles, or if you live somewhere else, go for a run for a little bit, stretch a little bit. Start with small baby steps, and then go to the mall and, I don't know, get your nails done, buy your favorite perfume. Just do something little for yourself.
So, look at yourself in the morning, tell yourself you're worthy, that you love yourself, and everything basically will stem from that. Exactly.
Okay, my dear people, this is end of our podcast.
And it is a little all over the place, but
it is not all over the place, sister.
It is, but it is good, because you see how we think to get real answers for people. So,
and what we must say, we don't have anything written down.
Nothing.
We haven't rehearsed this. This is not scripted. We're just like
talking
present right here, talking with you about things that are important, right?
Okay. So thank you so much for listening to Natasha and Svetlana's Motive podcast, and we will be back next Monday for another exciting and sexy podcast.
You like that?
Be sexy. Oh, yeah.
Be worthy.
Bye.
Bye.